Hello book lovers and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Beth and this is Boo's Book Nook. My physical TBR has officially reached over 150 books. It's currently on 158.
What?
To be read. It's out of hand. It is 100% out of hand, and I need to cut down. Actions need to be taken. And yes, I suppose I can blame the fact that I work in a library, so I've been reading a lot of library books, so my poor physical TBR has been neglected as of late. But if you saw my previous vlog, you would have seen I've been reading those, and I'm not going to get any more out until I read some of my physical TBR because it is a joke. I'm going to start a series on this channel where basically it's going to be to keep or not to keep. I need to read them because they are taking up a lot of space. If you think about it, I've got about 520 books altogether with this one bookshelf, and I've got two bookshelves in the other room, and the books are taking over. And if you think 158 books, that takes up a lot of space. I might not even like those books. I might read them and think, oh, you know what? No, and that's such a waste of space. Those poor, neglected books. They could be in someone else's home, being read and being loved. But no, I'm a hoarder. I have a problem and I need to crush that problem. My wonderful husband has made me something, and that is this beauty. It is stunning. It is my new TBR jar, and yes, I had to get a really big jar to fit all of my books in it. Ridiculous, I know. Just look at all these charms he's used. He wrapped the rope around it all himself and created the wax stamp, and then he added all charms we have around the house and added them to the rope around there. And then a little butterfly. This was a part of a bookmark that broke off, and he's put it on there for me, and I love it. I honestly cried when he gave me this because it means the world to me. He is the best husband in the whole entire world, and I'm not even biased. I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but it's gorgeous and I'm so excited to use it. This is how I'm going to choose what book I read next in this vlog. I have different colours in this. I have purple, as you may see, which is a fantasy read. Pink, romance. Orange are general fiction and classics, and it's kind of just a bit of everything in the orange. The darker blue is crime, thrillers, horrors, that kind of genre. And then there's a light blue, which is non-fiction, which I'm pretty sure there's only about 5 of those in this TBR jar. Poor non-fiction always gets a bit neglected. So that is my TBR jar. I also thought a way to get my TBR books constantly in my vision, and I can see them and I know which books that I want to read sooner, and just so they're on my radar, I decided to get a TBR cart. I'm so excited. Of course I got it in pink. Yes. So this needs making, so I thought we could do that together today. But I am so excited to make this cart. I can add my TBR jar on it. I can put this month's TBRs or hopefuls on the top, and books that I know have been on my TBR for so long that I want to give a try. And if I don't like it, I can get rid of them to create space. So I think this cart will really help that. I really hope I can make this all right on my own. DIY queen. I'm coming for ya. Wish me luck. Let's do this. Okay, so you can't really see me. Hello, I'm here. Let's get started. I'm back. I don't know how I'm going to edit those clips yet, but let me tell you, that was the worst 35 minutes of my life. That was hard. I don't understand why. I think it's because it is very poorly made. It looks great now it's made, 100%, and it's sturdy. It's going to hold my books brilliantly. But to get the screws and the bolts and the wheels on, the holes weren't big enough. They weren't staying. It didn't work. And I had to put in so much more effort. The tiny little tools they gave us, this little Allen key, useless. Absolutely, I didn't really need it. I just used my fingers in the end because it didn't do anything. The screws were just turning. And this thing, it didn't even fit around the wheel things. I don't know the technical term for it, but the spanner was useless, utterly useless. Waste of metal. I built this entire bookshelf, and it was flat pack as well, and tiny little bits. I had a drill, I had a screwdriver, I had a hammer, and it took me half the time, I swear. It was so easy, this. So easy, and had so many little parts. And moaning aside, the TBR cut is finished! And it looks so good. I guess the next thing we have to do is fill it with books. So I think the first thing I want to do is to pick May's TBR out of it. Here she is in all her empty glory. And as you can see, I've added my TBR jar at the top here. Let's pick our first read from the jar. You can hear it jingle jangle. Ooh. Okay. This one, I can feel it. Oh, it's orange. Ooh, very apt. It is The Library by Bella Osborne. Okay, so this is The Library by Bella Osborne, and I have had this on my TBR for a long, long time. This is just a general fiction, and it follows a teenager called Tom and a pensioner called Maggie, and they meet each other in the library, and they recognise something in each other that will change their lives forever. For good. The library comes under threat for closure, so they team together to try and save their library. I work in a library, so this is perfect. I'm really excited to read this, actually. I'm so glad I've picked it up. Yes, perfect pick, perfect. Onto the TBR cut it goes. Ah! Book 2. It's purple. It's going to be a fantasy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's a fantasy because fantasy is my favourite genre, if I haven't told you before. Oh, okay. It's Wings of Starlight. This is a relatively new one I've added to my TBR. This is Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. And I've recently picked this up because I love Tinkerbell. It is one of my favourite Disney films. I just love her character, her mischievousness, and I just love the idea of fairies. So this actually follows Queen Clarion before she becomes queen, if you know the story. There are legends about the woods and what lurks in there, including monsters. Yes, monsters. Clarion teams up with a young guardian of the winter woods to defeat some monsters. And it just sounds so cute. And I'm so excited for it. And that cover is gorgeous. The sparkle, sparkle. Number 3. Let's have a look. What are we going to get? Oh, it's a pink. Oh, we're getting all different genres today. So pink was romance. Okay. I'm picking out some really good ones. Oh my gosh. It's You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I can't believe I haven't read this yet. Let's go get it. You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. And this cover is just summer vibes. Absolute summer vibes. Usually read romances during the summer warmer months. And as we're getting into May, and I'm going on holiday in May, perfect. This follows Poppy and Alec, who we follow their summers from 12 years ago and count down up until this summer, and they're best friends. And of course, it's a romance. It's Emily Henry. So I'm thinking friends to lovers, ? I actually haven't read much Emily Henry. I've read Book Lovers and loved it. I just think she's such an easy to read, cozy, romancy type vibe. I'm really glad this is on the TBR. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right. Number 4. Ooh, another orange. So just a general. We haven't had any thriller or crime yet, which is interesting. Okay, The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. This is The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan, and this has been on my TBR for a while, since the works of the 3 for £6. And so I'm really glad it's come up, because I think it just sits on my shelf and I forget about it. So now it's been brought forwards. Yes, please. I've just tried to take the sticker off and it is ripping, and I can't cope right now. After the struggles I had making this TBR cut, I will take it off later. I know it hurts me too. I really do like the cover of this one. It's really interesting and draws you in with all the different lost things. This follows Anthony Perdue, who collects lost things, and he's going to atone for a promise he made a long time ago, and he realizes time is running out. And this follows his journey and his assistant Laura, who is then put in charge of keeping these lost things. It sounds really good. Great choice, great choice. That's 4. Let's choose one more for the TBR. This is the last one we're gonna pick. I hope it's a good. I'm shocked at how well we have done, and I'm worried that we're gonna pick a funky one. Oh, this is a purple. So this is another fantasy. Yes. Oh my god, I am winning this month, whether I read them or not. I hope I do, because I'm really excited to read these. And here's 5 Broken Blades. This is 5 Broken Blades by My Corland. She is stunning. Look at those sprayed edges. This is a work special and to die for. So this is a fantasy, and it starts off by saying the king of Yusun must die. So we've got a kingdom. Brilliant. And it says the 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the god king June. Each has tasted bitterness from the hired hitman seeking atonement and the lovely assassin who seeks freedom. To the prince banished for his cruel crimes, none can resist the sweet icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery, but for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it is not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. Yeah. I'm so excited for this. That sounds incredible. That sounds incredible. Okay. There we have it. I have 5 now on my TBR card. I'm so happy. I actually cannot get over how lucky I've been, because there are books on my TBR that have been there for a long time, and they've been there a long time because I just don't really want to pick them up. They are not tickling my fancy, and I just don't want to read them really. But they're on my TBR. They sounded interesting at one point, and I'm sure they would be good, but I'm just not in the mood for them. But looking at this, the TBR jar, for my first time, decided to give me all the luck and all the love this month. Let me know what is on your TBR for the month of May, and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you can get caught up with all my other videos, and I will see you for another one very soon. Bye!